Exercise 6 Speedography Volume 4. Get ready, start. The governor has been given a special authority and the constitutional duty to preside over the state tribal councils every year and monitor what is being done on the ground for tribal welfare and tribal areas development. I am sorry to report that over the years, all the governors have abdicated that authority and the state chief ministers have got that authority. Once you give it to the state chief minister, the function of presiding over the tribal development council is against the constitution and it gets subjected to various lobbies who have interest in the land and the development of tribal areas on different lines. The tribals have no say in the development of the tribal areas because the governors have given up the authority. I would suggest that the Home Minister should particularly look into this fact that the governors should be given the authority under Scheduled V of the Constitution, which the governors have to be given for tribal development area on both fighting moistures as well as terrorism. You need to have more intensive coordination and consultation between the center and the states. The central government wanted to set up a national center for combating terrorism. The states refused to cooperate with them and they invoked their rights that they are the authority for law and order. Sir, law and order is certainly a state subject, but when terrorists strike any part of the country, it is no longer necessarily the state subject. No state can fight terrorism to expect Maharashtra alone to fight a terrorist threat like the 2611 in 2008. Frankly speaking, is too much. It was a very inadequate response. The center has a primary duty, the states also have a primary duty, and both have to function together. So, a well meaning suggestion was made to set up a national center for combating terrorism. That center has still not come up, nor has a substitute body been created because the states are obstructing. Will the Home Minister? I would like to have a categorical answer. Call a meeting of the state chief ministers on this question again and set up the central authority like NCTC. If you required modification in that, by all means, it should be improved. There are some areas where states have to be accommodated, but there has to be cooperation between the center and the states on fighting the moist threat as well as the terrorism threat by setting up this center or a substitute body. Sir, there are steps to be taken by the Home Minister. Maybe Chief Minister have to be called here and there has to be a more intensive constitutional. The conflict between the rights and states and the duties of the center has to be resolved to tackle the national threats, both the moist threat and the terrorism threat. Sir, one area which I would like to emphasize is police reforms. The Dharamveer Commission was appointed way back in 1970 and the report was submitted. It is one of the world's most exhaustive inquiry into the police system of a large country. But I am sorry to say, sir, even after 45 years, this report has not been implemented. There have been so many subcommittees appointed to examine the report of the Dharamveer Commission. The states are reluctant to implement the report of the Dharamveer Commission. The former chief of the BSF went to the Supreme Court will appeal to demand its implementation. The Supreme Court appointed the Soli Sorabji Committee to examine why states are reluctant to do this. They gave their recommendations. There are 2 or 3 points as to why the matters are stuck and why some states are not implementing it or are refusing to implement it. One is how they can break the nexus between the Chief Minister and the Director General of Police of that state. The moment a new Chief Minister comes, he changes the Director General of Police. So there is no fixed tenure for the Director General of Police. The Director General of Police wants to oblige the new Chief Minister and they would like to have the convenient police chief so that they can do the binding. So a fixed tenure for the Director General of Police was given, but that is not being accepted. Who is to appoint the Director General of Police? A special establishment board was supposed to be set up. There are other instances also where police was being given some autonomy. The point which I am making is that unless the home portfolio is handled well, this task will get more complicated. I don't envy the task. Then there is a social cohesion which is needed where the home minister has to keep vigil on communal rights. Stop.